Jennie's Dracula is back at number 10 on the Hot 100, and Lisa's catching lip-sync heat for a FIFA stage she hasn't even stepped on yet.
This is the BLACKPINK Daily Podcast, and one's a win I called, and one's a pile-on I want to pull apart on air.
Two stories, opposite directions. Jennie's case lands clean today. Lisa's is getting muddied before a single note plays. Let's take Jennie first.
Gladly, because I've got the number now.
Per VTV.vn, Dracula climbed 4 spots, from number 14 back up to number 10 on the June 13 chart. So forget a simple re-entry. That radio momentum we flagged Monday looks like it's still running.
It's running. I said on the 9th the Tame Impala remix was the engine. 2 weeks out, a 4-place climb means this thing has slow burn legs.
Right, she's holding, and the ceiling keeps moving. The Vaseline to GovBall to Hot 100 credit case pretty much closes here. Western market receipts full stop.
And it returned to number 10. It didn't just brush it for 1 week. For BLACKPINK as a group, that's the kind of number you point to later.
Now Lisa. The lip sync story. Times of India byline. Headline literally quoting, "She can't perform."
Before SoFi, before the ceremony, the accusation machine is already firing at an act that hasn't made a sound yet.
And look at the sourcing. Not FIFA, not YG, not Lisa's camp. Stand floor noise with a byline on it. I'm not dignifying that as reporting.
The useful step back question is about control. Who actually decides what live means on a FIFA broadcast? The artist, the network, or the event producers?
Exactly. And the missing piece is FIFA's production rules. Nobody screaming about lip sync has read the contract that says what anyone's allowed to do on that stage.
That changes the whole frame. Vegas was a destination, high production format. Now the playbook is a global sports mega event. K-pop solos are figuring out a new live rulebook in real time.
One story is landing, one is getting drowned out. Jennie's holding ground, Lisa's milestone is being shadowed by noise, and we'll keep the receipts on both. VTV.vn writes,
The remix version of Dracula by Australian artist Tame Impala, featuring Jennie, BLACKPINK, has climbed 4 places to return to number 10 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, according to preview data released by Billboard on June 8th, U.S. time. This marks the second time the song has entered the top 10 of the most prestigious singles chart in the United States, having previously reached this position last month.
4 places, back to number 10. I called this on Monday. The remix is the engine here, and it didn't fade after the debut bump. That's 2 weeks of traction now.
Right. When we talked through the May 17 re-entry, we wondered if number 10 was the ceiling. Per VTV, it climbed from number 14 back up, so the radio momentum we flagged June 9th didn't stall.
It climbed after re-entering. February remix, June top 10. That's roughly 4 months of chart life on one song.
And that pretty much closes the argument this week has been building. Vaseline, GovBall, and now a sustained Hot 100 placement. Jennie's solo case has Western receipts that hold up beyond one headline.
And a Tame Impala collab is carrying it. Slow burn, short-form traction, not a fandom streaming sprint. That distinction matters when outlets try to write the number off. Lisa hasn't even stepped onto the SoFi Stadium turf yet. So why does lip-sync discourse kick in the second a K-pop act gets booked for a massive global sports event? And who actually gets the final say on how live the performance is? The artist, the broadcaster, or FIFA itself?
It's a good question because the scrutiny really is arriving before a single note. Lisa was confirmed for the 2026 FIFA World Cup opening ceremony just last month. Per the Korea Herald, she signed a performance agreement with FIFA and is set for SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles on June 12th, ahead of the US-Paraguay match. She'll be the first female artist from a K-pop group to perform at a FIFA opener, and that milestone is exactly why the microscope comes out. Bigger stage, sharper scrutiny. On control, the short answer is, it's layered. The Kid Rock situation from earlier this year is a useful recent example. He denied lip-syncing publicly and blamed synchronization problems between the production crew and his DJ. So at these huge produced events, the production team has its own audio infrastructure, and that can be pretty separate from what the artist is doing on stage. It's broadcast and stadium logistics, and K-pop gets swept into it. Then Donna Lee Kwan's 80s piece adds the K-pop layer. Western audiences often apply a live vocal standard that doesn't really account for choreography-heavy staging, where a hybrid track, live vocals plus backing, is industry standard, not a shortcut.
So if the production team can basically override what the artist sends to the desk, even an artist who wants to go fully live is still at the mercy of whoever's running the board that night.
Basically, yes. The Kid Rock episode showed how sync errors at the production level can make a live performance look like a lip sync to viewers at home, regardless of what the artist intended. For Blink's watching Lisa on June 12th, watch how the broadcast presents her audio versus the in-stadium mix, because those two feeds are often mastered differently. The post-show conversation will be a lot more useful if it's grounded in the production setup, not just what it looked like on a TV cut. The Times of India, with Barsha Dutta.
BLACKPINK's Lisa is set to perform at the FIFA World Cup 2026 opening ceremony in Los Angeles, marking a major moment for K-pop on football's biggest stage. While many fans celebrated the announcement, a resurfaced concert clip sparked criticism online, with some questioning her live performance abilities.
Lisa performs June 12th, tomorrow, and the Times of India already has a headline running a resurfaced concert clip to ask if she can perform live. She hasn't sung a note yet.
And look where it's coming from. Not FIFA, not YG, not Lisa's camp. Stan fight quotes laundered through a byline.
Right. The quote they're leaning on is some random, "it's gonna be a mess." That's a comment section with a press logo on it.
The thing to hold on to, her last confirmed live milestone was the Viva La Lisa Vegas run, high-production destination format. Now she opens football's biggest stage in LA, and the noise is crowding out the booking itself.
And get the bookends here. Lisa opens the tournament, BTS closes it at the final. K-pop's holding both marquee slots of the 2026 World Cup, per K-Bizoom. That's the story.
If you're following the wider K-pop conversation, check out BTS Daily Podcast. Daily ARMY updates on Jungkook, Jimin, V, RM, Suga, J-Hope, and Jin, from comebacks to charts and tour news. Find it wherever you listen to podcasts. If you want to dig deeper into anything we covered today, you'll find links to every story in the show notes. Take a look and tap through to the pieces that caught your attention. That's BLACKPINK Daily Podcast for this Thursday, June 11th. This is a Lantern podcast.